Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do another episode of Mail Call since the last one I did was kind of popular. You guys seem to like it. So, again, I don't make videos for myself. I know about all these guns already, so I do it for you guys so you guys can see them. So, I'll do another mail call since you guys seem to like it. So, hopefully we'll have another one up as well in about a week. So, I put it out to my Facebook followers. Ask any question on anything you want. Obviously not vulgar things. And these are the questions that I got in. I'm starting it from the first one. I'm just going to go down the list over the next couple videos. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, feel free to do so. You can go over there and check out my Facebook page. That's where I get these questions from. Periodically I'll just post it up asking for you guys' questions. And this is what I've received from y'all. So without further ado, let's get started. And try to keep it at a reasonable time as well. What's your favorite deer rifle and why? My favorite would probably be Savage Access in 308. Why? It's reasonably priced, so I really don't care if it gets beat up in the woods. It's a great shooter. The AccuTrigger is a good trigger. One day we'll do a review on it. Bolt action guns are just, for some reason when I have the camera out, I never think of taking the bolt action guns. I do have them though. Great gun for the money. It's an excellent value. Obviously the higher end bolt action guns, which would probably give you a quarter minute of accuracy, quarter minute of angle, more accuracy, I'd feel a little worse if I got them beat up out in the field. So something to consider there. Best home defense shotgun for under $450. Whew, loaded question. If you had asked me this 5 years ago, I would have told you an 870 Express. However, as you guys have seen from that video, times have changed and the Express guns aren't quite what they used to be. So currently, I'd probably say I'd get a Mossberg 500, add a Magpul forend and a light of some sort. That would easily be under $450 pretty much anywhere. So that's what I would get if that was my budget, because I do believe lights are a thing you need on long guns, especially for home defense. That'll get you out of a lot of situations right there, that gun. So that's probably what I would go with right now. Next question, whatever happened with the IO Hell Pup? Good question. As you guys know, I had a Hell Pup. It's been back to the IO 3 times. And the last time it's come back, I do have some video footage that I will be putting up here one of these days. It's come back and it is functioning perfectly. The rails were out of spec on the gun and something else. I have the sheet, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I was actually contacted by a guy who's a member over at the AK Files who works for them, and he was awesome. Actually worked with me, he knew his stuff. He had just started there after the last time I got it in, so I have a feeling that IO hired the right guy there because it's actually fixed now. So yeah, it'll be posted up here one of these days. Next question, after upgrading the sights on my Glock 17, what do you feel is the next best upgrade I should do? Well, for the vast majority of my Glocks, I don't do anything. I do the 25-cent trigger polishing job that I did a video on, upgrade the sights, and that's it. That's what I generally do. If I have a home defense gun, I think all of my home defense Glocks are full size, and they have mag wells on there, which I do like. I like the way they force you to get your hand in the proper position, so it makes it a little bit more difficult under stress to get a bad grip. I like that. Some grip tape as well if you're going to use it in a defensive role. In a carry role, honestly, I leave them as is, so I don't really know what to tell you there. I think Glocks are pretty good guns as they come outside of the sights. If you could be a sea animal, what sea animal would you be and why? Okay, good question. I guess maybe like a great white. Something that doesn't have any predators, because as humans we are used to being atop the food chain, so being not at the top of the food chain is not something I'd want to be. So we'll go with great white, maybe tiger shark. I don't think anybody's messing with either of those sea animals. Okay, when do you think we'll be seeing more Karov pistols in the U.S.? I don't want to say I know him well, but I know the guy who is does all the marketing and PR for Karov, and they're coming. I don't know when. I know they're dealing with the import issues right now, but the new models are coming. I believe the permits have been applied with the ATF for all the new ones to start being imported. As of when, I honestly don't know, and I bet they don't know either, because it's all dependent on what the ATF says. So that's where we're at with the Karov. Have you ever been in a fist fight? If so, is the dude still alive? Yes and yes. Yeah, I mean, I have. I've been in a few. Obviously, growing up, I have an older brother, and he's much bigger than me, and so I didn't win many of those. But we fought all the time, as boys do. And then, yeah, outside of that, yeah, I have, and I won. So, and he was the aggressor there. So he was in my house at a party and started fighting, wouldn't leave. So we made him leave. What are your thoughts on .40 Smith & Wesson in general? and the 40 by 9mm for everyday carry. Which do you prefer, and what are your favorite loads for each? Ugh, that's like 5 questions in one. Okay, thoughts on 40 Smith & Wesson. It's a good caliber. It has good barrier penetration properties, intermediate barriers. However, it has a sharp recoil impulse that will cause a lot of shooters who aren't very proficient to flinch. I mean, I've taught, we'll get to this later, but I've taught a lot of classes of shooters, new shooters at varying levels over the years, and I don't do that anymore, but I have, and I'm telling you, the vast majority of people will be better off carrying 9mm because the difference in terminal ballistics on humans, all the data that you look at, they are extremely close. I mean, like extremely, within 1 or 2 percentage point of effectiveness in terms of stopping threats. So it's a good caliber, but make sure you have the capabilities to take advantage of it, I guess would be the way I'd think about it. And for everyday carry, I tend to carry single stack or small double stack guns like the 26, or every now and then up to like a 19 or 23 Glock. So definitely, in my opinion, I generally, especially with the smaller ones, I'm going to go with 9mm just for the extra capacity, because like I said, the difference in terminal ballistics is minimal. And obviously getting good hits counts, so lack of flinch, lack of fear of the recoil, which a lot of people have even though they won't admit it, is good for 9mm. Favorite carry loads, anything by Gold Dot and HST, they work. It's just what it is. There's other good loads as well though. If stuff hits the fan right now, what would be your rifle, shotgun, and handgun? So rifle would be a AK-74 variant of some sort, probably the SLR 104, just due to its ability to fold over the SGL basic models that I have. If you need that capability, who knows if stuff's in the fan. So I'd grab that for rifle. Shotgun. Shotgun, I'd probably go with the FN Tactical. That's probably what I'd go with, because it's lightweight. I would think 590 or Benelli M4 off the top of my head, but those are a little bit heavier, and if you have to carry it, the reduced weight of the FN would definitely be advantageous. Very good gun. I'll do a review on it one of these days. And handgun, Glock 34 or Glock 17, either one, whichever one was closer. They're great guns. Rate your top muzzle breaks from budget to baller in 14mm. Okay, budget to baller, I like it. Budget breaks, I'm assuming we're talking about AKs in that thread pattern, obviously with 14mm. Let's clarify breaks versus flash hiders. If we're talking about muzzle breaks, something that's designed to keep the muzzle on track and not so concerned with flash. So with that, a good budget one is the Damage Industries break. I think it's like 25 bucks. And it works. It's not the best, but it works well for what it is, and most people will be very happy with it. Going up in the ladder, I guess you'd say, the Manticore Night Break is one of the, if not the best values in terms of breaks in any variant that they make it in. It's a very good performer, and I think it comes in right around $50, and it's got a great fit and finish. I mean, it's a good break. I do recommend it often. After that, SRVV Jet for sure. A little bit more expensive, but like I've said in the reviews I've done, absolutely effective. Very, very good. Beyond that, I mean, there's a lot of them out there, guys, but those I'd say would be 1, 2, and 3 that first come to my mind as very effective and very cost effective as well. Okay, the next question: will we be seeing any photos of you kissing your boyfriend with whipped cream all over your face anytime soon? No. I do not plan on being drafted by the Rams, and I don't have a boyfriend. So that's where we're at there. SGL 31 or SLR 104 if you could have only one. Kind of alluded to that earlier. If the prices were the same, it'd be a harder choice, but in today's market, SGL 31s are expensive, much more expensive than the SLR 104, so I definitely would go SLR. Just on that alone. In terms of quality and shooting and all that stuff, they're pretty much identical. The SLR's going to have a little bit better finish, but I mean, the Russian rifles have obviously proved themselves. They're very, very good rifles, so I'd probably go SLR just due to cost. Do you think you could beat Chuck Norris in a foot race? Yes. I would smoke him. I'm a fairly athletic guy, and he's like 60, so yeah, it wouldn't even be close. Do you think, or you do a lot of good gun reviews, but do you like any knives, and do you carry one on your person? If so, what's your favorite knife? I don't know that I really have a favorite. One I've carried really since it came out was the Spyderco Endura. I showed this in one of my recent Gmail chats that I did with Tac Daddy. He asked that same question, and it's a knife I've had a long time, and I've done a lot with it. It's held up. Is it the best? I don't know, but it's a good one. So yeah, I do carry a knife. What's with the lack of rimfire reviews? Dude, if it's the ammo, I'll send you a couple bricks. I have the ammo and I have rimfires. I did a 1522 review that some of you guys have seen, one of my first reviews, so the production quality is not that great, but the information is still good. And I have other rimfires, so I don't know why. It's kind of like the bolt guns. I guess when I take them out, I don't have cameras with me. But I'll do them. One of these days. One of these days I'll do them. Okay, this question is, do you prefer to keep a cleaning rod and kit on your AK or in a pack? I mean, if I was out in the field, in the AK for sure. Just carry it, can't lose it. But I mean, I don't really do that. I clean my guns in my house. So, have you ever thought about being a firearms instructor or opening your own training facility? Yes. I used to be an instructor both in the military as well as out in the civilian world. The civilian world is sort of a side job, and I don't do that anymore, just because of work and the channel and time restraints. But yeah, it's definitely something I think about and may transition to one day should a good opportunity present itself. Yeah, so definitely, it's on the list of potential things to do down the road. Plate carriers. What is the best balance between budget and quality? Just your opinion. Honestly, right now, depending. I mean, if your budget will allow for $150, the review I just posted up recently of the AWS Operator's Choice plate carrier. I mean, that thing is awesome for the money. $150. There's nothing like it, at least that I've seen, for $150. There may be lighter options, there may be options with different features, different systems that integrate with it. All that stuff's awesome, but for a basic plate carrier, and you have $150, I'd go that way. It's a very, very, very good product for the money. What are your favorite YouTube channels? This will be the last one, just due to time constraints. We'll try to keep these videos watchable. Favorite YouTube channels? Okay, probably the same ones as you guys. So, I mean, Hickok's great. Military Arms channel, Tim does a good job. A Twang and Bang, I like him. He's a personal friend of mine as well, but he does really good production quality. The Hostios MC, because I love his colorful commentary. Captain Burrs makes good stuff. I know I'm going to miss him, and people are going to flame me for it. Iraq Veterans really good. 22 Plinkster's good. FPS Russia, he entertains me. Instructor Zero, he does good videos as well. Man, there's so many guys that do good videos now. TN Outdoors, good ammo tests. I know I missed some guys. I apologize if I missed your channel. But there's a lot that I subscribe to. I think you guys can actually see who I'm subscribed to, so that would be a pretty good way to check that out if you check out my channel. But I guess that'll have to do it for today, guys. Hopefully that answered some of your questions. Again, there will be more to this follow on. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can post below in the comment section. You can also post them over at my Facebook page that I alluded to earlier. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.